scatters when you play the beat, A brainiac effects.
Now press rewind.
Welcome to Brainsqueezereactions, myself, Mark Hector. What we're reacting to now, kinda Tupac. People talking about Tupac. Kirk Burrowes. Kirk Burrowes, whatever you say about him, a lot of people were saying in the comments section, it was a mixed bag of things, but I thought he's brilliant. He's definitely intelligent. He knows what he's talking about. You can tell he's been absolutely done over by fucking Cream Puffy as well, a part of the Bad Boy Records. You need to go back and watch the original ones that I've done. And I'm interested in more what he has to say. I like digging into the Cream Puffy situation. You know my love for him, which is fucking zero. So these types of things, they excite me. But it's just nice to have a bit more detail and hearing from other people's perspectives. And when Tupac's name is mentioned, Hector's going to be there. If you're new to the channel, there's going to be pauses. You see it at 3:20. Are you mad? It ain't going to be 3 minutes. Okay, we don't whiz through. I like to pause and give my opinions and stuff like that. If you don't like that, you may fuck off. You're not here as a prisoner. Okay, you're not here as a prisoner. You can just skip. Move on. Go. You mad? Move on. Nobody wants you here. Comment section of love, it's not for hate. Haters go fuck oneself. Title of this, Who Shot Ya, was meant for Tupac. Puffy wanted to aggravate Tupac and send a message. Shocker that old Cream Puffy wanted to be a wanker. Come on, guys.
Who shot you? What's that about Tupac?
All right, let me put this to you like this. We knew what we were involved in. I knew, Sean knew. The artist might not have known everything that was going on. And what I found is this is an excellent example of how my former business partner operates. He operates on a few different levels. One level, the masses will understand. That's the low level, common. Then there's another level in between. Then there's a higher level, principality.
I'm sorry, man. I fucking love this dude. I said to you, when he talks in intelligence. And this is the shit that I have to deal with in the comment section. What he's saying there, there's people who know him from the lower level, the masses. The people like, nah, Cream Puffy's alright. He's alright. He is, because he did a couple of jiggly dance moves and sent someone off for cheesecake or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. And stared out some poor dude when he was fucking singing or something like that on a show. I just remember that arrogant twat. And this dude's saying there's different levels. There's people who think they know him. There's a middle and there's a top end as well. Ah, Kirk, you're a fucking genius.
That's the low level, common. Then there's another level in between.
Yeah.
Then there's a higher level, principalities and power bases. He operates in 3-dimensional, if you can understand. So, who shot you could mean a few different things for a few different people. But what it meant ultimately was what it was ultimately meant to mean. And it landed perfectly. C's and them might not think it was supposed to be for that. Biggie might not have thought that when he wrote the lyrics that it was going to be used for that. But the way it was marketed by the company and released in the succession of things that were going on that we were dealing with on all the levels that we were dealing.
That's the thing. People were saying that in the comments section. They were saying Biggie didn't know that. I haven't heard this song yet, so I need to go and dissect this one, but it's pretty obvious in the fucking title. But people were saying that this wasn't meant for Tupac. It wasn't. But he's saying that people who made it, Little Caesar made it, they didn't say it was for him. But the way the marketing does by this fucking Cream Puffy backstabbing motherfucker, okay? You know for a fact that dude is a snake.
That. But the way it was marketed by the company and released in the succession of things that were going on that we were dealing with on all the levels that we were dealing, that record did what it was supposed to do. And that's a perfect example of how my former business partner works and thinks. And if you can remember that 3-dimensional type of thinking, then you can start to pierce through a lot of the common things that are being told and then get to what's really behind those
Oh,
things.
this dude is fucking brilliant. I don't think people are giving this dude enough respect. They're saying he's this, that, and the other. Yeah, he's human, man. He's probably made mistakes and he did stuff with Bad Boy Records. No one gives a fuck, okay? The bottom line of this man is coming out now and he's telling us some stuff about Cream Puffy that we need to know about. The stuff we knew. But the way he's talking about this, saying that there's different levels you'll see of him. Oh, fucking sneaking across.
That are being told, and then get to what's really behind those things.
So it was intentional then. So Puffy, he dropped Who Shasha after Tupac got shot at Quad Studios for people can think Who Shasha was about Tupac.
Yeah, I think it was. I think if you're working three-dimensional and you're playing three-dimensional chess, first of all, we're always playing chess. Let's start there. We're always playing chess. Now, if you remember a show called Star Trek, there's such a thing as three-dimensional chess.
I don't know.
So now, with three-dimensional chess, you're thinking on a few different levels. My former business partner thinks on a few different levels at one time. When you're sleeping, he's thinking on those different levels. So when you get that common message, there's 2 or 3 other messages behind that. So yes, it was meant to drop. It was meant to send the message that it did send. It was meant to aggravate a wound. It was meant to stand up and say something in the middle of what was perceived to be people coming at you. And we, after all, wasn't as big as we wanted to be at the time, but we wanted to be bigger. Yeah. We didn't get to be as big as we wanted to be until Biggie died. That opened us up, his death. But we were working on it and getting there, and those were the challenges along the way.
That's mad. So he's saying about that they were nowhere near as big as they were until Biggie passed. And that obviously opened up a whole... The same with Tupac. I mean, Tupac was massive anyway, but when he passed, he was obviously a different level, you know, through the stratosphere. But he's saying that they weren't as big. And this is the thing. You gotta read between the lines, man. This dude is giving us these just little pieces. Read between the lines. He is saying we were not as big. And he was saying former business partner. So this man speaks in numbers. So he's talking about quantifiable data, not all the bullshit that people are banging on about. He's talking figures. We were not as good as we wanted to be until unfortunately Biggie passed. So that means it's by any means necessary to try and blow the lid off this fucking thing, including pulling people down and aggravating them. That is what he is saying here. Cream Puff, man, come on, bro. Just come out and say you're a fucking pussy. That's all you need to do, man. At least have, before you go, man, just have the decency, a little bit of the fucking smidgen of respect that you have left, which is not a lot. It's like a grain of fucking sand. Okay, just come out and say, you know what, I was an absolute bitch. I marketed, I said things, I wound things up. Yes, I did this, yes, I did that. Everybody's right, that's it. But he won't do that. His value system has dug himself a hole so fucking deep, okay, it swallowed him up in his lies. And this dude, where he said about, you know, you're always playing chess. Oh man, that's fucking buzz.
You had to stand up, because we did poke at them with that, and we acted like we didn't, but you know we did. Everybody know we did. Yeah, we did. I might not be as emphatic as I say it when you answer it, but you know we did. They knew we did. Yeah, who shot you?
Fucking amazing. Amazing. I mean, not very long, his one, so I'm guessing the interviews weren't as long as like Spice ones were, but I just love art of dialogue. I like the way that they do the interviews. I like the fact that Kirk gets the opportunity just to tell all. Let me know if you want me to dig into more of these, because they do hype me up. They do hype me up, and you know my love for Cream Puffy.